Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace be upon you all and welcome to the channel. In this short video we will discuss how to display an array list without actually iterating through it. As opposed to an array, you actually have to iterate through it to display it. But in an array list, you can easily display it without iteration. I have also decided that I will create a lecture for displaying an array list, a lecture for iterating through an array list, then a lecture to discuss other methods of iteration. I refer to, of course, the iterator class type. To be more precise, it is an interface, if I recall correctly, but it is a class type. And then after that, I have two more lectures planned for arrays, mainly conversion of arrays to array lists and copying arrays into other arrays. After that, we will continue with the architectural portion of the course. So we will discuss the Java development kit, Java runtime environment, Java virtual machine, the components of each portion, and the responsibilities of each portion. I may add threads as when they are needed, but I am still deliberating that, or I am also deliberating leaving threads for a particular section by themselves. I am still contemplating and deliberating, so we will see what happens. Then after that, bi'idhnillah and God willing, we will have exceptions and errors. What was it called again? Unit testing, particularly using the JUnit framework. In addition to that, we will discuss briefly Maven, though I am actually considering creating a tutorial only for Maven, but we will see what happens. We will use Maven briefly for the JUnit lecture, but I am considering creating a tutorial just for Maven. We will see. After unit testing and exceptions and errors, I am contemplating adding file I/O and serialization. Thus far, I am against adding those two for this level, but I have been arguing and deliberating amongst myself, and I feel knowing how to read a file, how to write to a file, as well as the creation of a serializable file are necessary for a beginner, because as I mentioned, we need to establish a solid foundation that we can build upon, so that hopefully one day I can introduce Spring, the Spring framework, into the Java tutorial series. So I am deliberating that section, as I mentioned, but we will see what happens. But this is the syllabus that I have decided upon at the moment. It may change later on, we will see. But I just wanted to give you what is the word I am searching for? Okay, I will rephrase. I wanted to inform you of the structure or the remaining structure of this course before I end it and tackle a different tutorial. Or I may return to Java to discuss more advanced topics, such as Java Swing and Java FX, perhaps. We will see, and data structures, of course. Now, to keep this lecture short, I will create as a short array list, and I will store integers within this array list for simplicity, and it probably imported automatically. I love it when that happens. So list add 1, and then I will add you know what? I will add 3, because Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, repeated statements or declarations for emphasis, or if he enjoyed a particular verse of a poem, he would repeat it 3 times. So I would like to follow in the footsteps of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Now, originally, if you recall from arrays, if you would like to print an array, you have to iterate through it so that you can access each element individually. But to display an array list, you simply call the print method and insert or pass in, to be more precise, pass in the object of the array list as an argument and then convert it to string. But as you can see, it has been rendered redundant for quite a while. So you simply pass the object like so. The reason you can display array lists in such a manner is because the toString method of the array list objects has been overridden for you through the Java collection framework to display array lists in a particular format. You are, of course, free to change that even further to your liking, but that would require additional coding, particularly overriding the toString method. You do not even need to override the toString method. You can create your own method. For example, you can label your method as a list display and then design the method definition or implementation to display the contents of your array list. But you can simply display it like so. If I recall correctly, the display will be within square brackets with every element separated by a comma. I could be mistaken because everything blends together at some point in programming. Oh, okay. So I do remember correctly. So this is how you can display an array list simply and quickly. We will cover how you can display array lists through iteration, but iteration also allows for the manipulation of elements as well. So I decided to separate the display lecture from the iterative lecture, because you can manipulate elements as you see fit in iteration, but with display you are merely displaying the contents of an array list, nothing more. And that is it with regards to this lecture. I hope this video was helpful and beneficial to you all. Enjoy the rest of your day, everyone. Be safe, take care, and peace be upon you all. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.